I'm live. You already know what it is. I'm live. Great Men of God Sports TV. I'm here. Now let me text this motherfucker that I told him you can debate me live talking about this dumbass Glovegate theory. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. Very accessible. Hit me up on YouTube, IG, phone. Very accessible. Well connected out here in these streets in Miami. So anybody else that want to have a discussion of boxing, period, let's keep it boxing. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, back from the gym. Just got a good workout in. You know what I'm saying? Feel good. My phone all dirty. My phone dirty as hell. Listen, man. You know, I ain't worried about that goddamn coronavirus. You know why? Because I have a healthy lifestyle. I have a healthy lifestyle. So let's go. So yeah, we're gonna have a nice open discussion. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep this music playing in the background. I love. Listen, this motherfucking Uzi Vert album, dope album, especially when you work out to it. I love the album. I can listen to it back to front when I'm working out. I did about like 50 more reps than I usually do listening to his music. So it was real dope. I like it. Like it a lot. So this dude talking about give me 20 minutes. This dude named Blaze 215, whatever his name is. Okay, I'm here. Pull up. Yeah, so I told this dude Blaze 215. See, I don't like to give these YouTubers. I don't care how many subscribers you are. At the end of the day, you're still a number owned by Google infrastructure. So you're nothing. I don't care if you got 1 million subscribers. I don't care if you got 1 subscriber. You know what I'm saying? You're still a motherfucking number according to Google's infrastructure. You're nothing. The only people that you really should worry about is Larry Page, the founders and the CEOs of Google. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's bigger than anybody else, no matter how many subscribers you have. You know, it is what it is, man. So, but yeah, man, I just want to have this open discussion of boxing. You know, anything's open for discussion, man. We can talk about Glovegate. We can talk about any other division. You know, I just did a video last night talking about Jack Reese, who clarified that the first fight, because people were talking about the first fight, the Glovegate. That's how it initially started, with the first fight. And Jack Reese came out and even further clarified that there was no wrongdoing with the Glovegate, with Tyson Fury's gloves. And then you got, you know, guys like Young Sudo and his flock making it about race, making it about white supremacy, when at the end of the day, all this is about is one guy can box and one guy can't. That's just that simple. You should fault Deontay Wilder for fighting like a drunken pirate, because he don't fight like nobody black. Like I said in my live yesterday, he fights like nobody black. He fights like a drunken pirate. Tyson Fury fights more blacker than Deontay Wilder, because he studies his styles after black fighters: Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali, Jack Johnson. You know what I'm saying? That's where he gets his styles from. That's why he went to the Crunk Gym. You notice that, right? He went to the Crunk Gym to get the Detroit, that Detroit slick power style, right? Fathered by Emmanuel Stewart. He knows what's up. You know what I'm saying? Unlike Deontay Wilder, who goes to JD's for knowledge and information and doesn't listen to Mark Breland, who's put in work for years. Mark Breland putting in work for years, a black trainer, doesn't listen to him, but wants to abide by the rules of a white trainer, JD's. And I'm just going by the logic of the LDBC and young pseudo followers. I'm going by their logic. You know what I'm saying? I'm going by their logic. So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, like I said, man, anybody here, we can have an open discussion. Let me see. Invite. Copy the clipboard. Okay. So I'll leave the link in the chat. There's the link right there. All right. There go the link right there. So anybody can join. Now that I know this StreamYard stuff, pretty damn good. So yeah, like I said, I just left my workout, left the gym, feeling real good. About to put in some more work later on. Got a couple of meetings later on this afternoon, and then that's it, man. I can go back. I can jump back on here. I can watch more YouTube videos. I can do whatever. So, that's what it is. So, yeah, if you're in the room, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? At least hit the like button. If you're doing something else, hit the like button. Let me know what's up. Because sometimes I'll be at the gym and I'll hop on somebody's live. I may not type anything, but I'll just hit the like button and listen in. So I do that sometimes at the gym. So, but yeah, man. Interesting what Jack Reese had to say yesterday. And like I said, people were still talking about, no, we need more. We need more evidence. We need more of this. We need more of that. People are just make up their minds about what Tyson Fury did wrong and stuff like that. And like I said, his tactic as far as the way that he boxes, and if you notice a pattern, right? The way that his gloves were and him flicking the jab out there and the fact that his gloves were so loose, this only happens in the heavyweight division, right? This happened before with George Foreman, Muhammad Ali, right? And there's pictures of it. You can go on Twitter and you'll see photos, or even YouTube. I have my thumbnail, my last video, my thumbnail shows a photo of Muhammad Ali with a flicking jab with the glove extremely loose. And they had different kinds of padding for the gloves back then. I think they believe they had a horsehair padding back then. The padding was way different back then than it is today. You know what I'm saying? So if Tyson Fury is accused of cheating, so is Muhammad Ali, and so is George Foreman. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. So, but yeah, man, I'm here. I'm live. I know it's early. It's 9 o'clock. Because I usually wake up around like 5:45. Drop my kids off at school around 7 o'clock. I go to the gym from 7:30 till 8:30, 8:45. I just got home. Sometimes later. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, anybody watching or anybody in the chat, hit the like button. It says 0 people. Now I got 1. So whoever watching, hit the like button. Say something that you're in the room at least. Let me know what's up, man. Just out here doing a quick Q&A, open boxing discussion. Anything goes, and I got the chat. You're welcome to join the stream if you want, or just stay in the chat, whatever the case may be. So it is what it is, man. I'm just going through Facebook, reading the comments about what Jack Reese said yesterday. Read more comments. People still talking about the long count theory, and that was already debunked. The long count theory, costume, glove gate, spike drink. How about teaching this motherfucker Wilder how to box? Teaching him to fight off the back foot, teaching him how to fight off how to fight off the front foot, how to parry shots, how to roll punches. You know what I'm saying? How to pivot, how to fight in the clinch, how to get out of the clinch, how to control the angles. Teach them how to do that instead of making excuses. But y'all won't do that. Y'all won't do that, man. Y'all won't do that. So it is what it is. Since people start looking about this, I literally mentioned all the regulations involved with the gloves. Plus, if there was any type of issue, Wilder's team would have brought it up. Bingo! I'll read in the comment on Facebook. Let me share my screen. See, I'm gonna show you when I read. Let me share my screen real quick. Oh shit! I didn't block it. There we go. Okay, yeah. So here we go. So this guy says, thank you for posting this. The video has one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. Since people start talking about this, I literally mentioned all of the regulations involved with the gloves. Plus, if there was any type of issue, Wilder's team would have brought it up ahead of time, such as what happened with Mayweather and Maidana when Floyd had an issue with the gloves Maidana chose. Yeah, that's a great point. Great point. Great point. Then somebody replies and says, shut up, his hands were not all the way in the gloves. Just like Jack Reese mentioned, comment says you got a big, almost 7-foot motherfucker with big ass hands, and they don't custom make the gloves for these guys. These guys make gloves for the division, but they're not custom made for Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder's hands. So they're a lot tighter for their hands than normal because they got big ass hands. So again, gauze, tape around these big ass hands inside of a glove and sweat. Yeah, especially when you have a flickering jab, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. And then this dude talking about, why you got blood on the knuckles? Blood on the knuckles. I'm like, okay, so what kind of advantage does that give him if he has blood on his knuckles or tape or whatever he's talking about? Did he hit him like this? Because that's the only way you're going to be effective with that guy, with that kind of punch, a flicking jab. And then if you want to connect with somebody, you got to go like this, because a jab like this to flick, you use that punch to distract or to find range on your right hand, right? You're not necessarily trying to hit somebody unless you're just trying to pimp slap somebody with the inside of your glove. You know what I mean? But other than that, there's nothing else that's logical about this. So, it is what it is, man. So yeah, I'm just going through Facebook, Twitter, stuff like that. And this is the picture I was talking about yesterday. I think I put this on my thumbnail. Same exact thing. Flicking jab to Larry Holmes. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, man. These guys out here. So let's check some rankings. Trying to see what else is out there. Oh, Mayweather did mention, Mayweather said that Terrence Crawford is the number 1 pound for pound fighter. That's interesting. That's interesting. Right? He's going against his own interest of PBC. I wonder what the LDBC think about that, because Mayweather has a stake in the company of PBC and Al Heyman. He has a stake, so he makes money off of PBC and the fighters. So that's interesting how he would pick. Maybe that's a tactic to get guys like Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, right? These guys on the PBC to get off their ass and fight Terrence Crawford. Maybe that's a tactic to, get them to get off their ass so they can make more money and generate money for Mayweather. Because again, Mayweather makes money off of PBC. maybe that's the kind of tactic he wants to do. But it is interesting that Mayweather would chose Terrence Crawford as the number one pound for pound fighter. You know what I'm saying? Against his own interests. Read this article. It says Crawford captured light heavyweight, lightweight, unified, and junior welterweight division. Yep. That's all last year. While he named Crawford as pound for pound, Mayweather stamped Gervonta Davis as the most exciting boxer in the sport. Davis is promoted by Mayweather. Okay, so he put Gervonta Steakonia Davis as the most exciting fighter. Who's the most exciting fighter? Like, who can? To be honest with you, man, I really enjoy, and I'm a boxing guy, and so I think casual fans won't understand. I can see where Mayweather's coming from, right? But I don't agree with that statement. I don't agree. Gervonta Tank Davis is the most exciting fighter. I actually think, and I'm gonna be straight up and honest with you. I'm picking two fighters here. That's the most exciting fighters. And y'all will probably be like, what? First fighter is Caleb Plant. Second fighter is Tyson Fury. Because I think their styles are complete. And Canelo. Canelo's really dope to watch. That's so I got three. Canelo, Caleb Plant, and Tyson Fury. I love watching these guys fight because they have so many facets to their game. So many facets, it's just, you can throw Terrence Crawford in there too, right? Because he has a lot of facets to his game. But I can watch these guys and I can always learn something new watching these guys. So, but I understand where Gervonta Tank Davis is. Mayweather's coming from, picking Steakonia Davis. That's what I call him, because he'd rather beat up his baby mama than fight guys like Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia. I heard there's talks about Ryan Garcia fighting this December. We'll see about that. So, but I see where it's coming from. But again, Terrence Crawford, man, Mayweather picked Terrence Crawford as the number one pound for pound fighter. That's very interesting. Going against his own company interest with the PBC. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, Fury achieved. Made himself a figure achieve. That's funny. So, yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Let's see. Just check it out. More headlines. See what's going on in boxing. Frank Warren, Fury Joshua has to happen this year. Errol Spence fight is all about money. Keep calling each other out, but it doesn't appear the next big fight. For the fight to happen. Yeah, no shit. Crawford is, to me, it just seems like these PBC guys are just waiting for Crawford to get older. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to age him out. They don't want to fight him now. So that's what it seemed like to me. What's good, Somatic and Rafal? What's good, guys? Good morning, wherever y'all from. Just having an open conversation about boxing, man. Just keeping it boxing. I was actually waiting on this one guy that wanted to have an open conversation about Glovegate. This guy named Philly Blaze 215. I gave him my number, my IG, YouTube, and he still hasn't showed up. He's talking about he's got 20, 40 minutes. So, it is what it is. But anyway, man, yeah, we're just having an open discussion about boxing, just different topics. Just checking out the headlines from Boxing Scene. See what's going on. Luis Ortiz eyes July return, having trouble finding opponent. You can fight Kaunaki. That's a perfect guy you can fight. And he's the PBC. Luis Ortiz versus Adam Kaunaki. Set it up, Al Heyman. Set it up, Al Heyman. You can set that up right now. Adam Kaunaki, Luis Ortiz, both fighters coming off of losses, right? Perfect matchup. Perfect matchup. Both fighters coming out knockout loss, and this is the fight. This is the fight where they can bounce back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, set it up, Al Haymon. Set it up. Luis Ortiz, Adam Kownacki. I want to see that fight. Talking about hard to fight an opponent. It better not be shit. Adam Kownacki just came off a knockout loss, a fight he ain't supposed to lose. You know? So yeah, fight Adam Kownacki, man. I would love to see that fight. Love to see that fight. Should be no problem. And there's people agreeing that what I said, Kownacki Ortiz. Yep. Set that up. I would love to see that fight. So Blaze Philly is here. Blaze Philly. All right, let's go, man. There's the link right there. Get in the link right now. Get in that link right now, bro. I want to see, I definitely want to see Luis Ortiz and Adam Kownacki fight. That'll be a dope fight. Al Haymon shouldn't have no problem setting this fight up. No problem. So, see what else is going on. Oh, let's see. Semantic says, "What's your thoughts on Anthony Joshua? Anthony Joshua is unified champion. I mean, what else is there to say? He's unified champion. He's going to fight Pulev, his mandatory. He should get him out of there. I'll say within 8 to 10 rounds. Should stop him. Just got to fight smart. He should get him out of there. And hopefully we'll see a undisputed fight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, you know? So hopefully we'll see that this year. You know what I'm saying? So that's I definitely want to see that. We need an undisputed champion in the heavyweight division. It's been a long time coming. You know, the Klitschko era is over. We haven't had an undisputed champion, you know, for a while. So it's about time that we have that in the heavyweight division. It's about time. Let's see. Both boxers fight. Alvaro test. Why is this guy calling me on my phone? Why are you calling me on my phone? Why are you calling me on my phone? Why are you calling me on my phone? I'm on my live, man. I'm live right now. Call me. Get on the live. What? I said I turn my TV down. I'm on the live though, bro. I'm on the live though. It doesn't matter. So what's your beef with this Glovegate thing? Why are you tired of attacking other channels, or just me? Because I'm not the only one that doesn't agree with Glovegate. I'm not. First, one. Hold on, bro. I'm going to respect you. Boy, you got too much shit in the background. I can't hear you. So you guys, I'm live with this guy, Blaze Philly 215. So. I hear you now. Go ahead. Can you hear me better? Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Now, first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and even apologize for yesterday. It wasn't like I was coming at your neck or nothing like that. I was just trying to give you some constructive criticism. For the simple fact that, you know, just watching your video, and I ain't gonna lie, I didn't get to really watch it all because I've been watching a lot of videos on this. I want to see what everybody got to say. I want people to be aware. Man, take on my ass straight. But I apologize for that if I came off offensive. And I'm not that type of brother. But
okay,
let's go ahead with this conversation. Where do you want to start it off with?
Okay, no problem. So, like I said, with the video yesterday, I forgot which video you watched. Was it the Jack Reese one or the one before that? I forgot which one.
No, I didn't even watch the Jack Reese one because you had wrote about it in the comments, but I was already at work and I didn't get to see it. I didn't watch it.
Okay, so it was the video before that one. I was talking about Glovegate, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was one of your lives or whatever. And I didn't really get to watch it all. It's just the way you can check. All right, so think this, right? I live in a world. I'm a type of person that live in a type of world that I can only go off facts and evidence, right? So the thing about this fight is I was not still. I mean, I didn't have the same energy a week ago. I was pretty much like you, saying, "I'm not listening to this bullshit, sour grapes, whatever." And I was not a Deontay Wilder fan before this fight. After the fight, and after watching and seeing the evidence that I've seen, I am definitely a Deontay Wilder fan now. I got to give it up to that man because he took a lot of punishment in that fight. A lot. And let's be clear. On another thing, Tyson Fury is definitely a better boxer than Deontay Wilder. Now, I don't really think he gets to do this crap that he did in that fight to win that fight. But let's give the man props. He won the fight, but he had an unfair advantage. It just is what it is. Now, where would you like to start off? Where do you want me to answer, or you want to debate about?
So I did get a chance to watch one of your videos. You were talking about the glove gate and how you said that Tyson Fury should be locked up for assault or some shit like that. I didn't understand the logic behind that because for one, Tyson Fury, you know, is a guy that is a boxer. He's a pure slick boxer, right? So he's not known for being a knockout artist. We know that, right? He's not known for being a knockout artist. So he's able to slip punches, counter. That's his style. So you're saying that he should be locked up for assault. I don't understand how that's possible when he's not a knockout artist. Number two, you said you weren't a Deontay Wilder fan. Actually, I am. I'm a big Deontay Wilder fan. That's a difference. My thing is, I am a guy that offers constructive criticism.
I want you to take one thing at a time. I want to just go back to what you just said about Tyson Fury and how you're wondering why I say he should be charged with assault, right? All right, so
go ahead, explain. Go ahead.
He's reviewing the evidence, right? He's a trained boxer, right? You said that yourself. He's a very skilled boxer. He knows how to throw his punches. He knows how to fight, right?
Right.
If that man, if he's being accused, if the stuff he's being accused for is true, which in my mind, after reviewing all the evidence and coming to my conclusion, I find him no way beyond a shadow of a doubt that he's guilty and did the shit that he is accused of. He's a trained boxer. He's in there with another boxer. If Deontay Wilder did not know that man was cheating, that's assault. You've seen boxers get arrested in the ring over assault. The guy that killed Max Kellerman's brother. He was in a fight. I can't remember those two guys' names for my life.
I know he's talking about.
He lost the fight. Remember, he told the guy they arrested him that night and charged him with assault.
I know you're talking about. There's many boxers that lost their lives. The last year, we lost 4 boxers that lost their lives in the ring.
And that's exactly a good point to bring up. Because that's why I want to bring awareness to this whole situation. But go ahead. But I just wanted to rebut that comment, and you can go into the next one.
No, not at all. So, you know, my point is that Tyson Fury is a boxer, right? And so for a guy who doesn't have a history of knocking people out, remember, just to counter what you said about guys getting arrested and stuff like that, Sergey Kovalev killed somebody in the ring, right? He killed somebody in the ring. And guess what? That was a boxing match. And guess what? Yeah. And
he was not cheating. He was not literally have his hand in the glove, smashing it up against someone's face with his bare knuckles. Kovalev didn't do that. Tyson Fury was hitting this man with his bare knuckles at the side of his face. That's why his glove kept bending back at a 90-degree angle.
Okay.
Because there was nothing in the glove. Like, I don't know if you're watching videos. I'm pretty sure you probably cut yourself off to it because you pretty much think it's bullshit. And that's fine. That's your opinion. But I'm going to listen to both sides, good and bad. Just like while I watched your your video. I want to hear what the naysayers are saying.
So,
I'd rather you.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about me, right? So, like I said, I watched your video. I also see that you're a young Pharaoh fan as well. You follow his channel, and I'm gonna give you a background. Let me give you a background about me.
I'm not a fan.
You said you subscribe to his channel, right? You subscribe to his channel, right? Okay. All right. So you follow this man and stuff like that. I get it. So let me tell you something about me. let me tell you something about me. I'm based in South Florida, right? And I've been a part of this so-called conscious community for almost 8 years. I'm out of it now. I worked with Young Pharaoh back in 2015. I brought him down here in Miami to do a lecture with Sarah Sutton-Seti and Young Pharaoh at the time. I brought him down, flew him down, did a lecture. I work with guys, and you're from Philly. I work with guys like Dr. Umar Johnson. I brought him down. Look me up, GMOG Media TV. I know you know who he is, right? You know who he is. Yeah. So background about me, I've worked with guys like Young Pharaoh. I work with guys like Sarah Sutton-Seti. I work with guys like Dr. Umar Johnson back in the day. I put in work about stuff like this. So if you want to make this about a race thing, which I don't know if you are, if you want to make this about a race thing, it's not. It's not. I'm not. That's the tones I got off your video because you were talking about Young Pharaoh, and Young Pharaoh makes it about race. So if you making it about race because you follow Young Pharaoh, I disagree with that. This is about boxing. This is about one guy that can box and one guy that can't box. That's it.
Me and you are talking about boxing, right?
Based off your video, you were talking about Young Pharaoh. So I'm going by what you said off your video. I'm going by what you said. So
you critiquing me off my video. I know what I said in my video.
Yeah, you mentioned Young Pharaoh.
No, listen. These are my words. I don't let another man dictate me. I'm a grown man with kids and a wife.
Dude, I got 4 kids. I got a wife. I got houses. See what I'm saying? I work out every day. I got work out every day, so there's no excuses. Ain't no excuses, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses.
Listen, you gonna let me finish, or you gonna keep talking over me?
Dude, you call me. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right. So, like I said, you're critiquing me for what I said off my video, right? And I feel that way. Young Pharaoh, I have been watching his videos. I have been filming his videos and what he's saying in these videos, and especially when it comes to the evidence. The evidence doesn't have anything to do with him. He came up with it. He provided it, and there's literally no disputing it. I mean, like.
So there's no disputing evidence of a guy who wasn't at the fight, who didn't sanction the fight, who wasn't involved in the Nevada State Athletic Commission, who wasn't involved in inspecting the gloves. You're going to take his word over guys who were actually there. That makes sense. This is all based off common sense and logic, bro. Like, he wasn't even at the fight. He needed to pay for the pay-per-view. He wasn't even at the fight, but you're going to take his word over guys like Jack Reese, over guys like Kenny Bayless, over the judges, over NSAC. You'll take his word over them. I got you. That makes sense.
So you're bringing up Jack Reese, right? He's a professional.
He was there.
Right?
Yeah, he was there at the first fight.
So as long as somebody's in the box, so who would you consider credible? Would you consider another boxer credible if they felt the same way I did?
I would consider the people involved at the fight credible, bro. The people involved in the fight credible.
Bro, you don't have to only be at the fight to see what happened, man.
So if I do a witness statement, right? If I do a witness statement, let's talk about common sense. If I do a witness statement and call the people involved in the boxing match, right? I'm not going to call Young Pharaoh. I'm going to call the people involved because this is a serious issue, like you said. Somebody could have got killed. So I'm going to call to the evidence Tyson Fury. I'm going to call to the evidence Jack Reese. I'm going to call to the evidence Nevada State Athletic Commission. I'm going to get all these guys on trial and do a cross-examination because they were there at the fight, right? So if this was so serious, if this was that serious, bro, we're going to take it to the next level and go to court. That's my point, right? Because making YouTube videos and comments is not going to get you nowhere, bro. Yes, you can, bro. It's called going to the Nevada State Athletic Commission and filing a complaint. I actually called. I don't know about you. I called yesterday. I called the Nevada State Athletic Commission. I called them about that. You can't? Why not? I was there. I was in Vegas 2 weeks ago.
At 9:00 a.m.
Yeah, I was in Vegas 2 weeks ago, bro. So I can fly anywhere. So there's no excuses for me.
I got kids, man. I work, and I got time.
I got kids too, bro. I got 4 kids, and I work as well.
All right,
no excuses for me. So if this was so serious, I would take it a step further and go to NSAC and file a complaint and fly out there. If I felt that way about this fight, I would do that and take it a step further. So you got people online like Young Pseudo and Barbershop Conversations doing all these videos, but they're not taking it a step further by going to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, by even calling up Mauricio Sulaiman, the WPC president, and calling him out. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Not just make YouTube videos and comments.
I'm not speaking for nobody else. I'm speaking between a debate between me and you. I don't know what the men are doing. So I don't even know why they're in
I'm going by your actions. You said that Tyson Fury should be arrested for assault. If it was so serious, you need to take it a step further. You need to take it a step further.
Like, you know how a debate go? Like, you talk, I talk. I mean,
dude, do you know who I am, bro? I've been doing debates for years. You can't tell me what about debates, bro. Look me up. I've interviewed Dr. Umar John. Who are you talking about? What you talking about?
I'm trying to be respectable with you.
Dude.
You're not even talking to me respectfully.
Dude, I'm letting you talk. I'm letting you talk, bro. You call me on my. I'm letting you talk. I'm letting you talk.
All right, so I'm going to talk.
Go ahead.
Right. So I don't speak for no other man but myself and how I feel. Now, the fact that you could fly out there, that's great for you, man. I don't have that type of time. I'm not on that. I don't got it. I can't make those type of plans on short notice. I just my kids to school every day. I pick them up every day from school, and then I go to work. I can't change that.
Yeah, so do I.
I wish I could.
I got 3 boys, 1 girl.
All right. That's all right. That's great for you, brother. I'm glad that you're a great parent and everything. Just like any other parent that's supposed to be doing anything for their kids. But like I said, this debate is between me and you. Now, I'd rather us sit here and go over the evidence. You're on live. You're on your computer. You're gonna pull this stuff up. We can go through the evidence. First thing you can pull up is the glove. I can prove to you without a shadow of a doubt that that's his hand in the glove from the first fight.
I'm not debating that. There's no. Listen, I've. If you watch my previous videos, I said Tyson Fury had his hand out of the glove, and it was slightly out of the glove where his knuckle was exposed. I did mention that. Okay. It's the same thing that Muhammad Ali did right here in this picture. It's flicking.
Why does it happen in both fights?
Because the reason why it happened is both fights because he does a flick jab. The flick jab, a guy that big, he has massive hands. Like his hands are like Shaq. So a guy that doesn't have hands that can fit in that glove properly is going to slip out. I was just at the gym and I was actually doing some boxing. I would do some boxing pad work, and I put the glove on my left hand. I was trying to do a flick jab, and that shit after at least about 50 reps, that shit was slipping out of my hand. And my knuckle was damn near out of the glove. So it's the same shit that Tyson Fury was doing. He was doing the flick jab.
Right? For the simple fact that, all right, when you're throwing the slip jab and you're throwing it as hard as Tyson Fury is, he's a big man. You know, he's a +2.
Big ass man, yeah.
Maybe his hand is coming out in and out of the glove or by accident.
Right.
He readjusted and put it back in his glove.
He did.
One day he told Jack Reese, I don't understand how it happens for 2 fights and you tell the referee and nobody ever fixed your glove. Like they never took any time. You have seen fights stop where they had to fix a glove. So,
Jack Reese did mention he had stopped. I think it was the 3rd or 4th round on the first fight. He did stop to fix Tyson Fury's glove because the gauze was coming out and the tape was coming out. He adjusted that.
All right, bro. I'm gonna go back. I don't remember that fight ever being stopped. I remember the rounds going.
It was the third or fourth round. 3rd or 4th round, he said.
I will go back again and watch the fight because I didn't see that at all, and I will take that in accountability as dismissed. As I guess he tried to fix the gloves, but I don't understand how it happened for 2 fights if you're with 2 different pair of gloves. All right, so my question is to you, like I had everyone that's still defending Tyson Fury, right? And you didn't answer any of the comments, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to answer it now.
And let's just keep it a buck. I'm not defending Tyson Fury. I'm just basically going off common sense.
You don't believe none of this. That's right. You're not defending.
Yeah, I'm not defending Tyson Fury. I'm just going off common sense. The thing, because like I said, I agree with you. The jab was. I agree with you. The glove was coming out. There's no debate on that. It was coming out, and he was doing tactics that were illegal, doing that flick jab. So we have no disagreement there.
I'm not complaining about that.
We're not disagreeing on that.
Style of him leaning on his neck and hyperextending his neck and leaning on him, and Beyonce didn't have any legs in the first place. That's just dirty boxing.
Here's the thing about that. That's a tactic that the Kung Gym always does. If you follow Manuel Stewart, he's been teaching that for years. He's been teaching that for years.
I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with him deliberately hitting him with his knuckles. All right, that's the problem I have with it. That's dangerous. I mean, if you don't know how he was doing it, I'm pretty sure if you've seen the Mayweather channel where the guy said how it was an advantage, how he literally gave me almost a 6. If he has a 76-inch reach, and his glove is not on properly, and he's throwing that flip jab, he's giving them almost another 3 inches of reach. But
so here's the thing.
I still want to ask my question.
I'm not disagreeing with you with that. We have no debate there either. I actually agree with you with that. But here's the thing. That's not the reason why he won the fight, though. That is not the reason why he won the fight. He won the fight. Listen to me. He didn't win the fight because of that. He won the fight off of feints and controlling range. That's the reason why Tyson Fury won the fight. Deontay Wilder bites off of feints extremely easy, and he does not know how to control range. You beat him with those two, you can beat Deontay Wilder. So those 2 knockdowns in the second fight, right? Those 2 knockdowns were a setup of a feint, a flick jab, and a right hand. He was knocked down from 2 punches from right hands that he did not see. Right?
Now you're going to make my point, right? Now, if his flick jab, which is on his left hand, is blinding Deontay, which he knows is going to do, and you can come over with your right hand without worrying about being hit because you're out of range because you have a longer jab, that's his plan.
Right.
So that's a great plan. It's a great plan. Great boxing IQ. If he didn't extend his jab, that's an advantage that helped him land his right hand. All the damage that Deontay Wilder took, he took a lot of shots on the back of his head, but that if the ref didn't call it does not matter.
So you're going to ignore the fact that Deontay Wilder throws many rapid punches when he fought Luis Ortiz. The first fight, there was a rapid punch in the back of Fury's head. You're not going to call that out, right? You're not going to call that out.
I'm not calling it out at all on Tyson Fury. It is what it is. That's what boxing is.
So you got to keep it balanced. If you're going to say that Tyson Fury was hitting the back of the head, you got to say Deontay Wilder did too. See, I look at both sides. I don't look at one side. I look at both sides.
I've seen Tyson Fury get hit back in the head in the first fight. When he on the last knockdown was damn near in the back. It was borderline, but he hit him in the back of the head. And on the last knockdown,
Deontay Wilder is notorious for hitting guys in the back of the head. Notorious for that. You should know that.
That's not my issue. Like, I'm literally sitting here saying that if the ref doesn't call you for that, it is what it is. That's called boxing. You got to learn how to deal with it. It's the same thing that happened in the first fight. The ref didn't call it with Deontay Wilder either. So it is what it is. That was called a knockdown, just like the second fight. It was called a knockdown. So it is what it is. They canceled each other out. They canceled each other out. Right. So exactly, it's boxing. That's boxing. I don't have a problem with that. My question to you is, how does this man get blood on the knuckles of his reps in the second fight? If his hand is in the glove, even if his hand had came out of the glove, that means he's balling his fist up and hitting him with his knuckles. There's blood on his knuckles, and if that's not intentional, how is it an accident? Because your hand has. So you mean to tell me a flick jab, right, is going to cause that much damage to someone, just like Muhammad Ali, just like George Foreman, where it's going to be blood on their knuckles, and it's going to cause them to knock somebody out. That's what you're saying. Can you tell me why he has blood on his rep? I just answered your question. Listen to me very carefully. Don't say nothing. I just told you. I said if Tyson Fury had his glove coming out where his knuckles are exposed and he's throwing a flick jab and he's fighting on the inside, that is going to happen. So you're going to have blood on your hand, especially when you have a hand that big. That is going to happen. But that again has nothing to do with why he won the fight. That has nothing to do with why he won the fight. So I know why he got blood on his knuckles. Why we won the fight. You're not answering the question.
I just did answer your question.
He'll be the first person that boxing.
I just did answer your question, bro. I just did answer your question.
No, you did.
That's not my fault. That's not the answer you wanted, but I just answered your question.
No, that's your opinion. I said, give me facts.
Facts off what? Facts off what?
Why did he get blood on his knuckles?
I just gave you the answer. I said based off what he does. If you fight in the clinch, which what he does, and you throw those punches, that you'll get blood on your knuckles like that, especially in your hand exposed. Now, I was not there, so I can't give you a fact because I was not there.
You go to the gym, right? Have you ever thrown a flip jab without your hand balled up? If his hand is balled up in the flip jab, even if his glove is loose, it's not going to land. It's not going to be on his knuckle. It would be on his wrist.
The glove is already going to be loose, so it's not even going to do it. It's not even going to inflict damage like that. So what? I don't understand your point by that.
How he got blood on his knuckle? This is literally what I keep asking. You said he throws the flip jab. If he's throwing a flip jab, his hand is balled up and should be almost in the glove. Even if it's coming out the glove, if the glove is loose, it does not matter. Why is him throwing the flip jab putting blood on his knuckles, on the wraps of his knuckles that are in the glove? Blood can't get through the glove. It doesn't see through a glove. He'll be the first man in history to ever have blood on his hand from a flip jab. So that doesn't make sense.
That's a lie. Are you looking at my screen right now? Muhammad Ali throwing a flick jab as well. Muhammad Ali throwing a flick jab as well. So is George Foreman as well. So he's not the first person to have. He's not the first person to throw a flick jab with sweat and blood on his glove. It's impossible. Impossible.
And first of all, you're talking about Muhammad Ali. Those gloves aren't even used anymore. We're in 2020. Stop playing, bro. You smarter than this. I know you sound smarter than this.
Dude, are you serious? We're not talking about the types of gloves. I'm talking about the flick jab itself. We're not talking about the types of gloves they're using. We're talking about the flick jab. Muhammad Ali was using the flick jab. George Foreman was using the flick jab. That's what we're talking about, right? We're not talking about the type of gloves.
Did they have blood on their knuckles?
I'm pretty sure they did. I wasn't there. I'm pretty sure they had some kind of residue on their glove, on their wrap and their gauze. I'm pretty sure they did.
From almost 30 goddamn years ago, they don't even use those gloves no more.
That's not the point. That's not the point. They're using flick jabs. That's not the point. That's not the point.
If that was the case, why was the blood not on his right hand then?
Because his right hand, he wasn't throwing jabs with his right hand. I mean, it's common sense, bro.
So
He was fighting orthodox most of the fight. Now he did switch to southpaw a couple of times in the fight, but he was fighting most of the fight orthodox.
I hope you don't put this live, man. I really don't. I'm
say it again.
How you even try to make sense?
No, what you say? What you say to me? What you say to me?
No, I'm saying if you saying he hit him with his jab, but his other hand that he hit him with a hook, where the blood was coming from is his ears, is from his right hand. Why is there no blood on his other hand?
His right hand?
Blood on both knuckles.
His right hand?
Why does he not have blood on his right knuckles?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Because it wasn't exposed, bro. Because it wasn't exposed, like it wasn't loose. The only part of his glove that was loose was his left hand, using the flick jab. It wasn't his right hand. You can't be that serious, bro.
Even if the glove is loose, how does it get on his knuckles?
We're talking about the left hand, right? That's what you're talking about. The left hand. His glove.
How does blood get on his knuckle? It's not on his wrist. It's not on the top of his hand. It's not on any other place. It's on the right hand knuckle near the pinky.
Right.
How does blood get right there?
Because again, he's fighting in the clinch, and he's able to go ahead and get residue on his gloves when he does that. If you notice how he fights in the clinch, right? I don't know if you studied the film or anything like that. If you notice how he fights in the clinch, he's always going to throw uppercuts and he's always going to lean on you. So therefore, at the time after the third round, he got the knockdown. He had blood. Deontay Wilder had blood all over his back and his arms. So that residue did go onto his gloves. That's how he got it.
It was all in the Tyson Fury as well. But it only got on his right hand knuckle crack, but not his right. Only his left.
Because it was exposed. You can't be that slow, bro. You that slow because his left hand was exposed, not his right. His left hand was exposed. If your left hand is exposed and your right isn't, that's how you get blood on your knuckles. You can't be that slow, bro. You can't be that. Well, how old are you, man? How old are you? 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 Answer the question. How old are you? Answer the question. How old are you? How old are you? Well, I'm 40. I'm 40, bro. I'm 40. I got 4 kids. I'm 40. I got 4 kids. I've been watching boxing. I've been watching boxing for 30 years, bro. 30 years. I'm in South Florida. I'm in South Florida. Like I said, I've been putting in work for years. Putting in work for years, bro. And you telling me that you're arguing with me about Tyson Fury. Why did he have blood on his knuckles? When the fact that it was exposed, which is very common sense shit. It was exposed. The right hand wasn't exposed. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand how you don't get that. It's so illogical how you're thinking. It makes no sense. It makes no sense what you're saying at all, bro. His left hand. His left hand, bro. His left hand. His left hand. We're not disagreeing with that. His left hand was exposed. His left hand was exposed. We're not disagreeing with that. His left hand was exposed, bro. Did you not watch the fight where he adjusted his gloves? Did you not watch the fight where he adjusted his gloves after throwing the flick jab? He adjusted his gloves. That was the second fight I'm talking about.
That still doesn't make any sense. You're still telling me now it's the way he.
What doesn't make any sense? 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 What doesn't make any sense?
First you said it was a split jab. Then you said it was an uppercut. Then you said his glove was exposed. What? Then it's from the clinch. What is it? How does he get blood on his knuckle? Not on his palm. Not on the other.
I just answered your question. I just answered your question, bro. I just answered your question. I already answered your question. I'm not gonna repeat myself again. We on live right now. We on live right now. So I already answered your question. I already answered your question, bro. 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 I already answered your question. No, yes, I am. I already answered your question. You know what I'm saying? I already answered your goddamn question, bro. No, I didn't. You don't listen. Listen to me very carefully. You have cognitive dissonance. You don't listen, bro. You don't listen. I already gave you the damn answer. I already gave you the answer. His hand was exposed. His hand was exposed. His hand was exposed, right? I gave you the answer. His hand was exposed throwing the flick jab. During the clinch, he's able to go ahead because after the third round, after that knockdown, Deontay Wilder's back, his arms are all covered with blood. So if your hand's exposed, you're going to get residue on your left hand. His right hand, of course, was covered because he's not throwing a slick jab because of the fact that, guess what? He's fighting orthodox. Perfect sense. Perfect sense. Perfect sense. So here, answer me this question. So where do we go from here? So you argue with me online right now, right? You're arguing with me right now. Listen to me very carefully. 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 You're on my live. You're on my live. I'm not on your live. I'll never go to your live. You're on my live. Listen to me very carefully. So what's the next step? So Tyson, like you said in your video, Tyson Fury should be arrested for assault. What's the next step now? What's the next step? You made the video say Tyson Fury should be arrested for assault. So how do we get him prosecuted? Who should we call to the witness stand? This is a serious matter. This is a serious matter. Who should we call to the witness stand to get him prosecuted? What's the next step?
I honestly don't think I would even need it with him.
Why not?
Because I told you it's plenty of visual evidence. Just because I wasn't there doesn't mean I can't see what happened. There's plenty of videos. There's plenty of evidence.
You accused the man of assault, so you should take it a step further. If something happened to me, or a family member accused of assault, I'm gonna take it to the next level and take somebody to court. It's that serious. I don't play. You know what I'm saying? So if you accuse somebody of an assault, you better do something else about it.
So you want me to file a police report? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, because making YouTube videos is not gonna make you go far, man. Making YouTube videos about it is not gonna make you go far. You need to take it a step further. If I find something egregious about something, right, I'm gonna take it a step further. Like I said to you before, if I find someone that's incriminating themselves or did something to me personally or whatever the case may be, or I feel something was so egregious, I want to take it a step further. I want to contact somebody and file a complaint, I'm going to do something other than make videos and make comments. So it just seems like you just want to make videos and call it another day.
I don't know, understand what you're saying. Like
what you mean you don't understand what I'm saying? You're the one that made a video talking about he should be arrested for assault. I didn't make a video about that.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it's that serious, then you should take it a step further. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying to you. So I don't make videos about accusing somebody of an assault. I don't do that.
Their opinion, and I don't actually see nothing wrong with that. Maybe
I didn't say nothing was wrong with it. I'm saying you should take it a step further. I'm giving you a suggestion. If it's that serious, take it a step further. That's what I'm saying to you.
If I was to choose to do that, the only thing I could do is file a police report.
The basic thing you can do is file a complaint with the Nevada State Athletic Commission like everybody else is doing. Because I was actually going to do that yesterday.
Don't return nobody emails. I wish I could go to that town meeting, but I can't. There will be people there. I'm not the only one that supports this.
Of course, there's a whole bunch of people that support this.
People that didn't believe this at first, just like I didn't believe it at first. Like I told you, I didn't have this same energy a week ago. The day I posted my first video about this is the day I reviewed night before I had reviewed all the evidence. I said in every video that I told you, I didn't feel this way a week ago. I gave Tyson Fury his props the night of the fight. I said he beat Deontay Wilder's ass. And it didn't look right. It didn't look right, but I still gave that man his props.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So we're going to keep it boxing. Okay? Third fight is set up. Deontay Wilder signed his rematch clause. What's going to happen in the next fight? And what would you like to happen to prevent this from happening in the next fight?
First of all, I remember how you just said everybody keeps saying how the gloves should be checked.
Right.
I forget who said this. That they said some of these people don't even know what they're looking for. So Tyson Fury had already made it to the ring with his glove like that before, with his thumb detached and his thumb not in the glove. He got caught, and the ref made him change his glove. The same ref was from the WBO, so they know he do this already. Did you know that?
Well, according to Jack Reese, right? Jack Reese mentioned that.
No. Did you know that, bro? Don't answer me a question with another question. Did you know that he got caught cheating before doing the same thing? This very same thing. Did you know that?
I'm getting to that point. Allow me to speak, bro. You're on my live. Again, allow me to speak. I'm getting to that point. So according to Jack Reese, if you read his statement, he mentioned about Tyson Fury's previous fights, about his hand wraps and making that suggestion. So that's what he was looking for during the first fight, because he had himself and other officials doing that during the hand wraps, watching his. What's that?
It wasn't his hand wrap. It was his glove.
That's my point. I'm talking about his hand wraps and also watching the fact that after the hand wraps, the gloves are put on. The gloves are put on after that. Watching that whole process. So he was aware of that. Is my point. He was aware of the previous things that he had with his gloves and his hand wraps. That's my point. I'm saying. That's what Jack Reese said.
All right. So he was aware. Okay. So he already made it out to the ring before. Why would he? So what would stop him from doing it now? He's a changed man or something?
Stop who from doing what now? Stop who? Tyson Fury?
Tyson Fury during the Christian Hammer fight got caught doing this in the ring. He made it all the way to the ring until the ref checked his hand and squeezed his thumb and see is no thumb in there.
Right.
And he stopped the entire fight from starting.
Yep.
It was delayed for almost 15 to 20 minutes.
And like I said, Jack Reese was aware of that fight. That's the reason why he had checked his P's and Q's, making sure that type of incident doesn't happen again. So during this rematch, whoever the referee is, I don't know if it's going to be Jack Reese or Kenny Bayless or somebody else, they're already aware of the precaution they have to take to make sure there's no glove gate theory. But again, the timing of this information is way off, because nobody was talking about glove gate immediately after the third fight. The big issue after the first fight. The big issue after the first fight. The big issue after the first fight. No. First of all, you don't tell me to stop. It's my live. You allow me to speak. No, listen to me very carefully. So after the first fight, nobody was talking about Glovegate. They were talking about the long count, and that was already debunked. The long count theory. Jack Reese was dealing with that shit, and everybody was talking about the long count theory. That's what people were talking about the third fight. Nobody was talking about Glovegate after the first fight until Wilder lost. That's when Glovegate came out, and people started making conspiracy theories about this Glovegate theory, pulling out footage from the first fight and then the second fight as well. Nobody was talking about Glovegate immediately after the first fight.
Bro,
those are facts.
All right.
Those are facts.
No, it's not facts. That's not facts. The guy.
That's alternative facts to you. Nobody was talking about Glovegate immediately after the first fight.
This could be looked up.
Dude, I'm online right now. I'm on my computer, bro. Look at the timestamps. You can look at videos immediately after the first fight. Nobody was talking about Glovegate. Nobody was talking about Glovegate after the first fight. Nobody.
So if you go on to Young Pharaoh's page after the first fight, he brought this up. You just said nobody said it.
Let's look it up right now. Young Pharaoh, who doesn't do any boxing content until after the second fight, you're making him the expert on gloves, right? Young Pharaoh.
No.
A dude that's 5'5", $145 weight. Have you seen him in person? Have you seen Young Pharaoh in person?
This man in person. I never met him.
I have. Well, I have. The dude is short as hell. My wife is taller than him. My wife is taller than him. Because you're making him the Glovegate. You're making him the glove expert. And you mentioned Young Pharaoh, so
like me. That's all I am. He's no different from any other man on this planet.
He's definitely different. He is a con artist, race hustling motherfucker. That's what he is.
Okay.
That's what he is. I'm gonna go online right now, which I'm looking up Young Pharaoh. Type in Glovegate. Let's see.
No, scroll down his page. Don't write in Glovegate. Scroll down his page. You can scroll down to this last fight.
I understand. I completely understand. You're a Young Pharaoh fan. I get it. I completely get it.
You control the narrative.
I get it. You're a Young Pharaoh fan. I get it.
No, I'm not. I like the brother. You do speak truth sometimes. I don't know about his rest of his content because I never watched it.
Well, I have. I can tell you a lot of history about Young Pharaoh. A lot.
Well, I can figure that out on my own. I don't know. I don't want to take no biased judgment against that man. I don't know him.
All right, so I'm on his page right now. I typed in boxing. I'm doing a search directly on his page because there's an hourglass. I mean, there's a.
I don't know why you won't just scroll down his page to the fight.
Dude, this dude has thousands of videos. I'm not gonna scroll through all his videos. I'm gonna just do a keyword search.
You don't have to scroll through his videos. They have timestamps and dates on them. We know when that first fight was.
That fight happened in December 2018. So if I don't see a video talking about Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder after December 8th, 2018, then he didn't do a video. Which I don't see. I don't see a video at all. The only thing I see is him kickboxing, and he has a record of 1-4 in kickboxing. That's it. Other than that, the only time we talk about boxing was after the Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder fight. That's the only time.
No. You can
Part 2.
Let me do that myself because I don't really like how you just want to control the narrative. But let's do it.
Well, you're on my live, bro. You're on my live.
I just said that. I literally just said that.
So I only see kickboxing. I don't see nothing about Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder Part 1, the actual original match. 3 days ago, 6 days ago, 1 week ago. Yeah, I don't see nothing about no damn 2 months ago, 11 months ago. Nothing. So this guy didn't cover boxing literally until Deontay Wilder got his ass beat after the second fight. He became a boxing glove expert. Okay? Boxing glove expert. So,
I don't know what that has to do with anything, bro.
Dude, you mentioned his name. I didn't mention his name. You mentioned his name.
I said this is where the information started. I did my own conclusion. I took his evidence and what I saw with my own eyes. I'm not making this man out to be a guy. You trying to make me sound like I'm doing it, but that's not what I'm doing.
Yeah, there's no videos about Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, other than the rematch. That's it. So I don't. You have plenty of time to look for it. If you find it, you can send it to me. I saw you subscribe to my channel. You can send me information because I don't see nothing going through his page. So, but anyway, I have to get off here, man. I got to take a shower because I literally got from the gym, went on my computer. I'm still sweaty, so I got to take a shower, get myself fresh. Listen, man. Before I let you go, listen, man. This is all about boxing. I'm a boxing fan. You're a boxing fan. I don't take this personal. I don't take this, you know what I'm saying, the other way. We keep it boxing. That's it. We basically, I guess we kind of agree to disagree, which is fine. Whatever the case may be, as long as we can learn something from this and keep it respectful, like you said, then I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. So any information you can send me regarding Young Pharaoh or any other information regarding you think I should look at, I will look at and assess it on my channel. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, brother. I appreciate you joining my live. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you too as well, brother. Have a good one. So guys, that was it. This guy, Philly Blaze 215. I just talked to this guy. Again, he is a Young Pharaoh follower. Okay, he follows Young Pharaoh. He made a video about Tyson Fury should be assaulted, and I told him, well, you need to take it a step further. He said, I don't want to do that. I can't. I don't have enough time. I said, okay, it must not be that serious then. You know what I'm saying? But you guys saw it. You guys saw it, man. He was complaining about why did Tyson Fury have his blood at his knuckles or some shit like that. You know, listen, man. You know, at the end of the day, one guy can box and one guy can't box. That's it. You know, one guy can box and one guy can't box. And these Young Pharaoh followers, these young Pharaoh followers who believe that Wilder was drugged and all kinds of dumb shit. It's just ridiculous, man. Just ridiculous. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining my live. Appreciate you guys. If you're new, please like, comment, and subscribe, man. But you know, again, you know, this is boxing, and anybody who is, you know, from the other side, LDBC, Young Pharaoh people, they're gonna have some outrageous claims. You guys know what it is. So anyway, appreciate you guys joining my live. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Till next time, signing out. Peace.